What up? What up? UFC Fight Night. Getting ready for. It's certainly not as big as 324 and 325, but very bettable. There's some good fights, some not so good fights. So we're going to break those down for you. Andy and Jim here. So far, so good, Jim. Cashed a 4% rugby play, 3% golf play. The last 3 days have been very, very good to us. So a lot of momentum. And if there's one day you want some good momentum going into a Super Bowl, right?
Oh, for sure.
You don't want to be ice cold going into Super Bowl Sunday. So
No.
appreciate you guys joining us. Get any questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to go through the closing lines of UFC here. And then we'll do some method of victory props here. This line on the first fight, kicking myself, Jim. Kicking myself. Claudia Segula is already up to minus 180 against Cachoeira. I still think it's playable. I just think this is a bad matchup for Cachoeira. So I agree with the line move to minus 180. It was at minus 140, then minus 160, then down to minus 140. And I was like, something weird's going on. Should have trusted my gut. Should have trusted my gut. I'll jump the gun on method of victory here. Boy, you could really talk me into KO or decision at even money for Segula. I don't see a submission. Cachoeira. Yeah, like Cachoeira comes in her chin. Like, hit me. So when you get sparked by Jocelyn Edwards, I got concerns. So what do you think about that fight?
Well, Segula has been working with Kayla Harrison. That came out. I don't know if that's going to turn her into a dominant D1 wrestler out the gate. I already have in my pocket the under 2.5. So I took the under 2.5 at even money.
Cachoeira fight, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Just playing the violence. I might get involved with the Segula side, but I don't know. I think I just want to be kind of on both sides. There's a chance that she could slip on a banana peel. If she doesn't, she's probably going to spark Cachoeira. And Segula just hasn't shown that she's one to jump on a neck. So I see what you're saying with the KO, DKO. I see some love for Segula by decision. I get it. I just can't ignore the lack of durability on the Cachoeira side.
Yeah. 3-1-2. We'll get to Kanaev. I get your take on that one. But Jared, thanks for joining us. William, 3-1-2. What's up, Steve? Thanks for joining us. Yes, we're on the Segula side. Gafurov and weak lots. I have zilch. I have no insight. I have no opinion. Okay, we move on. Kong Wang and Eduardo Mora, the vaunted double missed weight cut. Boy, do I love Kong Wang. Here's another one. Here, what's that parlay? What's the parlay of KO or decision with Segula and KO decision
with Kong
Wang? That gets you plus 166 on DraftKings.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Look, I don't really care about Kong Wang missing weight. I care about Mora missing weight up a weight class from the original weight class she tried to make, which she missed weight at, which is why she's fighting where she is. This girl never makes weight. Her cardio sucks. Kong Wang is going to pour it the hell on in round 2 and round 3. There could be an early takedown for Mora, and I kind of hope there is, because I think we'll be able to snipe like a minus 200 line on Kong Wang. And as soon as they start on the feet again in round 2 and Mora's cardio's gone, Wang is going to piece her up on the feet. I'm seeing a round 2 KO incoming here.
Yeah, I was looking for Kong Wang rounds 2 or 3. I couldn't find that prop, but
you gotta play each individual round at plus money and do some math.
Yeah,
make it worth your while. Yeah.
3-1-2. No, I don't believe in Cachoeira at all. Segula's striking the counter strikes when Cachoeira comes in is going to be too much, I believe. So
37 years old, women's division, red flag.
True. Anything stand out at weigh-ins? I'll get to Nico Price. Yeah. All right, so we're on the same page. We'll get to Nico Price. Javid Basharat faces Vasquez. Basharat minus 800. I kind of don't really want a whole lot to do with this one. I don't know what to do with Basharat here. Um, Vasquez, like, come on, you bring a guy in at that short notice and then penalize him for missing weight. Give me a break. That's kind of shit
Yeah,
from
it is shitty.
UFC. That's come on.
It's shitty.
Um, yeah, so I don't hate the under 2.5 at plus 190. Like,
That's
I don't know.
interesting. It's really interesting.
I know it's a quote Basharat fight, but you got a guy on short notice who's going to go for broke. Like
Couple
he's
days
gonna,
notice.
yeah, yeah,
Couple days notice. Gonna go for broke. He might get gifted an exhaustion finish, Basharat. Like he might
yeah.
just gift it to him. He doesn't
True.
have to push for it. I'm gonna be shocked by the submission either. Honestly, tired people
On the
tap.
ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, Jared says Gaffarov. Trust me.
Okay, okay.
All right. Trust you. Bruno Brazil and Ketlin Souza. The closer and closer we get to this fight, and I watched face-offs, weigh-ins, I'm leaning more and more towards Souza. Bruno Brazil. What's the power
There isn't
that she
any.
had? There's none.
No.
So I just think Souza's going to have the bigger strikes. I know Brazil's got a little bit more of length, but has she really shown she could use it? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Souza. Minus 148 could look like a really nice price when all is said and done. So
I think if you're gonna play something, you got to play it on the money line in this fight. Obviously, we like the fight to go the distance. That's minus 375. I don't even know if I like Bruno Brazil plus the 3.5. I know I don't like Ketlin Souza minus the 3.5.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I like a decision or is Souza going to have to finish her. I think there's going to be a lot of time wasted by Brazil moving around on the outside. And Ketlin Souza's going to move forward and push the pace. And we've seen again the circling, the footwork for Bruno Brazil. So I agree with you. I think Souza at the minus 148 is probably the most intriguing play in this fight for me. We'll not even worry about a method. Hope that she finally wins a split decision.
right.
Finally.
All right, we mentioned Nico Price. The line has moved towards Nico Price,
Let it.
which I don't get. So we have multiple things going on here with Nico Price. He was the ultimate. I'm happy to be here. Haircut theory. His hair was a disaster. And Veretennikov, like you said, is he is fighting for his job. He hits a lot harder than Nico Price. Nico Price is like 2-7. In his last 9, durability's not there, cardio's not there. I don't know what the upside is for Nico Price. Like, what's the path to victory for him?
Get the fight to the ground, and Veretennikov just can't get up. Hold Veretennikov against the cage. I don't think the path to victory for Nico Price is going to equate to an exciting fight. It's going to have to be dumbed down, bored down to a boring, control-based win. Veretennikov has so many other ways to win this fight. He's not a knockout artist, but he can win this fight by knockout. The leg kicks. I have some real questions about the lower body of Nico Price after watching him on weigh-ins here. I think there's something up with his knee. And he is also one that is notorious. Yeah. His left knee had some very, very odd swelling below the kneecap. Now, he could just have really weird-looking knees. You know, sometimes when you have knee surgery, your knees never look the same. But something just didn't look right. And it's not about the trip on the scales. Just something looked off with the lower body of Nico Price. So I'm intrigued to see if on our walk we get a knee sleeve. I mean, I'm all in.
Oh,
it's going to be a landslide.
Yes.
I agree with you, but happy to be here. I cannot put my money anywhere near Nico Price, and I'm not a Veretennikov fan. I'm really not.
No, he's not good.
I believe we faded him against Austin Vanderford, right?
We did. Happily.
Out at that age. But it's Nico Price. I just got to be out on the guy. I think fight doesn't go is a parlay piece if you're not interested on either side. Somebody slips on a banana peel in this fight.
I just take away the whole Veretennikov ground game issues. He hits a lot harder than Nico Price. And how many opportunities are we going to get to bet against Nico Price in our lifetime?
I agree.
This might be it. So Speaking of which, Alex Morono coming up right after that. How many times are we going to bet against? Get a chance to bet against Alex Morono? Donchenko minus 850. I mean, they're telling you a lot here. It's minus 115 under 1.5. Donchenko, very, very violent. Alex Morono, the opposite of very, very violent. I just, it's Donchenko by finish for me.
I agree. It's him by finish. You're gonna have to get creative with it. You could bite. You could bite on knockout, but we don't like doing that. If you guys have listened to us for any period of time, fight doesn't go the distance is minus 450 as well. That's darn close to the same odds for by finish. So I mean, you could go under 2.5 in this fight. 310. That's parlayable. I'm looking for fight parlays, and I don't believe they have it. Oh, here we go. So Donchenko in rounds 1 and 2, minus 225. That's my favorite. That's my favorite play.
Fair
on that one. I think it's just a retirement wagon here tonight. These two fights in a row where you are going to jump at a chance to bet against Alex Morono and Nico Price. You have to.
Yeah. Dustin Jacoby, Julius Walker. This is an interesting one because Jacoby has all the advantage in the world on the feet. Julius Walker should have the advantage in the wrestling. I mean, Julius Walker kind of struggled against Cerquiera, one of the worst fighters that was on the roster. I don't think he's on the roster anymore. But then you bring up the Dustin Jacoby. We got a lot of travel with Jacoby.
Got 34 plus hours of travel, cornering Cody Brundage, which I'm sure takes years off your life as well, just being in the corner with that man. Getting back to the States, getting another fight book, getting back down to that weight cut. We've had a lot going on with Dustin Jacoby in 2 weeks. I've had a hell of a week. I haven't had as bad a week as this guy. So I can only imagine the way I feel this Saturday. Again, we're talking about last Saturday, guys. From last Saturday to this Saturday, I feel like hell. He's got to go in a cage fight. I get to sit here and drink beer and watch fights. That's a big difference. So I think if you're going to do anything, you're going to take Julius Walker. I don't love it, but it's kind of like a situational play, I guess you would say, the short notice rescheduling. So, I think I like Walker. I don't know about by finish. Maybe ekes out a decision. Walker not much of a finisher.
For what it's worth, I have not bet my own money on this fight, and that's kind of the bar. Have you bet your own money on it? Okay, well then it's not that strong of a that strong of an opinion. So Matsumoto and Farid Basharat. Farid Basharat creeping up on minus 300. I've said it from the beginning. It's just the line doesn't make any sense to me. I think Farid is a little bit better, but not minus 300 better. I mean, Varentenakov's minus 265, Farid Basharat's minus 298. That it's out of whack. Matsumoto's good. I think he could have the bigger moments, and Farid Basharat, point, jab, take you down, going to lay on you a little bit. And I just don't think Matsumoto is going to let Farid do that. I got questions about Farid's schedule, lack thereof. I just think it's an odds play for me. I'll be watching this one, and boy, if Matsumoto looks good in the first round, I'll be anxious to pull the trigger on a live bet. What do you think?
I love what you just said there. If he looks good in the first round, well, I'm willing to bet that he's going to look good in the first round because it's going to be you're not going to be able to do anything with it if you wait. This Matsumoto plus 3.5 at minus 135. This bet is probably the closest thing to making a bet I have, other than what we have out for clients right now, and it's for exactly the reason you said. What if Matsumoto starts fast? What if he lands one shot at the end of the round that's enough to sway this round, and he gets 2 out of the 3 judges in the first round? And now we're looking, he just needs to win one more to win the whole fight, let alone cover your plus 3.5. I don't think this is a 30-27 for Basharat. Matsumoto, like you said, is a good fighter, great fighter. I think he could very easily cover the spread at minus 135.
It's pretty good.
It is tempting to take the 240, but I'll take the points. I'll take the extra points with Matsumoto.
Mikey O, Marc-Andre Barriot, you have not been a Barriot fan, so I'll let you take this one.
No, I didn't see anything from weigh-ins to make me think differently than what my opinion is. I just think that Oleg Zajac is going to find a home for that laser left hand and that right hook as soon as this fight starts. I went back and watched all of Oleg Zajac's finishes, and the wild part is it's very rare moving forward that he gets the finish. It's when guys are rushing him because they don't want to stand with him anymore. They know the path of least resistance is to take this guy down, and they rush in, and that's when he clips them. He has a gorgeous check left hook, which is the same punch that Barrialt was knocked out by Stoltzfus with, and he throws a much better punch as far as that goes. I think this is Oleg Zajac. It's Oleg Zajac violence, man. Finish. First round. If it starts round 2, Barrialt's live. He could be live because Mikey O not known for cardio. So if you like Oleg Zajac, I think you just play first round. Finish. That's it. At that point, if you have to hedge, you hedge. You do what you have to do. But odds are it's going to get done in this first round.
Jailton Almeida minus 170. Money is obviously coming Almeida. I thought he looked incredible at weigh-ins and face-offs. I thought Kanai was going to be a little bit bigger. Now, Kanai was going to put on weight and rehydrate. He's going to be a little bit better. But to me, it's Almeida or nothing. Said Kanaev in the chat. Somebody brought up Kanaev. I just think Almeida knows the assignment now.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't after last fight, now then you just have to be like, well, then
unbettable. He's unbettable at that point.
Yeah,
total stay away.
Yeah. So it's Almeida or nothing for me. Again, I have not bet it, but I could see feeling really stupid after this fight when Almeida kills him on the ground. So, after post steroids, Kanaev has not been that impressive. Don't forget, Curtis Blades blew his knee out in the first round against this fight against Kanaev. That's kind of the thing nobody talks about. So, Almeida or nothing for me.
This morning with my coffee, I had my coffee this morning at the school getting ready for our seminar. And I threw that fight on. And just everything that happened, I had to remind myself Curtis Blades' knee injury. And when you watch that fight back that way, that's why I'm glad you brought it up. That fight takes a whole new meaning on. New meaning on. And Almeida doesn't have one bad knee. This is I agree with you. This is the one that looks like it could be a real regret here if we don't play Almeida in some form or fashion.
All right, 312. Are you officially on Kanaev? Have you made that a bet? You put your hard-earned money on Kanaev. Interesting to know that. Albazi, Horiguchi. Pretty straightforward for me. Horiguchi, massive speed advantage. Albazi, tons of injuries. Hasn't fought in a while. Horiguchi looked really good in the last one. I don't know. It's just a parlay piece money line. I don't want to mess with. I mean, minus 3.5 is minus 120. I guess it's something. Do you see Albazi winning a round? I don't. I think Horiguchi kind of dog walks him a little bit. What do you think?
The speed advantage for Horiguchi is just going to show up to be such a problem. I don't think Albazi's footwork is fast enough. I don't think his hands are fast enough. Horiguchi is a dog, man. He will fight full speed from bell to bell, and we've seen Albazi fade as fights tend to go on. I don't think there's much motivation on his side to be a world champion anymore, and Horiguchi knows that it's now or never. At his age in this weight class, it's now or never. There's something about this fight that screams to me that the UFC said, let's get Almir Albazi in there, who's been doing grappling fights for, 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you're good enough to make it to the cage, give Horiguchi a go. Get a 3-rounder in against Horiguchi, we'll make it worth your while. And then they can move this guy up the ladder there.
They got to find title contenders.
Got to get people in this division, man.
They're going to speed rush these guys to the top. We've seen it. So, in the main event, Mario Bautista and Vinicius Oliveira, we're going to go over a 12-month special for our plays, and then we'll do method of victory. But Bautista, Oliveira, money's coming in on Oliveira. Bautista down to minus 148. Boy, if this was a 3-round fight, I'd be all over Oliveira. The 5 rounds makes me a little bit nervous, but I liked Oliveira's price earlier in the week. As of now, it's kind of a pass for me. I'm a fan of both. I think I'm just going to be a fan and watch this one. I don't think I'm getting involved.
I'm live betting in main event. That's the rule this year. No pre-fight bets. If you don't love it, you got to love it, man. The books are slow to move these lines. And if you know what kind of fight each guy needs, watch the first round and see what kind of fight it's going to be. And ask yourself if their opponent can change it and make it their way. If you look at this first round and it's in Oliveira's world, you're just going to bet Oliveira. If it's the first round and Bautista just holds him up against the cage and gets some takedowns in there and wastes some time and starts breathing heavy, then you jump in. I will have a bet on this fight probably at the end of round 1 or round 2. At that point, if I could see some kind of an edge. If I can't get down by round 3, then I'm out for the rest of the fight. Just let it go and watch it from there.
Darian took Bautista rounds 4 or 5 decision plus 170. Good price. I like that. I don't see a finish early in this fight. These guys are gonna have to manage cardio and such. So
Jared's saying Barriolt's an upset. He can grapple well and he can take him down. I agree with you. The grappling advantage is there for Barriol, but let me read some numbers for you. Marc-Andre Barriol has a 28% takedown defense, 1 of 14, averaging 0.37 takedowns per 15 minutes. So, yes, I agree. There's a huge advantage, but he has not proven in his career that he can do this more than once a fight.
Yeah,
you got to get more than if he survives the first round, you're counting on him be able to get that takedown again in round 2, and we just haven't seen that from a guy his entire career before he had chin problems. So that's what's pushing me towards Oleg Zajac. Yes, we've faded Oleg Zajac in the past with a good grappler. We made no bones about it. We've done it. I don't think Barriol's that guy. It's going to take 2 takedowns, I think, to get Mikey O out of there, and I don't see 2. Maybe he gets 1 early when they're fresh and dry.
Yeah, Fighting Nerds camp as well. So we're going to wrap up here in about 8 minutes, and then Jim and I are jumping over to the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel, where we're watching all the fights live for the rest of the evening. Kick back, relax, grab a 6-pack. I put the link here in the live chat so you guys can click over there. I mentioned special, almost done with the Super Bowl to Super Bowl special. This is for long-term investment, and tomorrow's the last day. It's $99 for $99 per month. 1 month regular is $199, so you're getting $100 discount. So it's been a really, really good start to 2026. Yeah. Just today alone, we cashed a 4% rugby play, 3% live golf play, and that's what you get from us. Not just our UFC plays. We have we have 3 4% plays just in UFC, but you're going to get a lot of other sports that you guys probably have not been cashing in, and that's where we come into play. We'll cash cricket, we'll cash rugby, we'll cash some golf for you. NBA's on a nice 4-0 run. So if you're interested in long-term investment, $99 per month to get Super Bowl to Super Bowl. If you want something just a little bit more short-term, actually a lot more short-term, 10 days for the price of 7. If you want to jump in now, get you all the plays for tonight and for tomorrow. We got our 5% Super Bowl best bet. That is up. That's on the Wager Talk specials page. Let's just do some quick method of victories here. So we'll go through these real quick. The first one is definitely Segula KO or decision at plus 100. I love that one. I'll give you the next one, Jim Gafurov, Wicklax. Actually, that's bullshit. Sorry, I gave you the impossible fight.
No, I'll take it. I'll take it easily. I'll go. It's Gafurov by decision.
Okay.
Ugly, nasty, boring fight. Couple fouls mixed in there. A couple low blows. It's Gafurov by decision.
Yes. If you have a book that lets you parlay bare knuckle, you're taking Ben Rothwell tonight against Andrei Arlovsky. Hate what's happened to Andrei Arlovsky, but he is fighting out of sheer desperation for money. Ben Rothwell 4-0 in bare knuckle. 3 of them round 1 finishes. Rothwell's just massive. He's a really good bare knuckle fighter. So we've talked about that one all week about Rothwell. So Kong Wang KO decisions minus 300. That's the best I got in that one. You like just the KO, huh?
I just go KO.
All right, KO.
That Mora is going to give her opportunities. It's a question of
plus 225. Nice. Plus 225 just on the KO. Basharat against Vasquez, decisions minus 175. Submission plus 450.
I like 450. If I'm going to take a shot, it's going to be the 450 with you.
Sure. Bruno Brazil, Ketlin Souza. Souza decision at plus 110. Not terrible. Plus money.
Yeah, you're getting plus money on her. You're just terrified of the judge one scores it.
Yeah. Yeah, then you're Splitskeesville. Varentenikov. I can't believe the KO is only plus 120. I like, how is that not minus 150 for Varentenikov?
People are not high on Veretanikov's finishing ability. I don't think he's going to need a high finishing ability.
Okay.
I don't. This is a man that was dumped by Robbie Lawler.
It's retirement fight.
Yeah.
Donchenko Moreno. Donchenko is minus 250 on the KO. That's the only way I would look in that one.
I like the 1 and 2. I don't understand
Okay.
why KO is 250 and the 1 and 2 is 225. I don't get it.
It's a good point.
Doesn't
If you're
make
not getting
sense.
them out
Like-
in rounds 1 and 2, like,
Yeah, like it's just, to me, the line's wrong.
okay, all right. Dustin Jacoby and Julius Walker. You could get wonky here. You
It's
could
a
get
tough
real
one.
wonky. Jacoby decision plus 275. Julius Walker decision plus 350. If you think Julius Walker is really atrocious on the feet, Jacoby by KOs plus 150. He's got some recent KOs.
He does.
Wh-
I'll go
well,
with Walker by decision.
You go Walker by decision. Jacoby KO or decision is minus 160. Yeah, I was hoping to get a better price on that one. Okay, here's the interesting one. Fareed, Basharat, and Matsumoto. Matsumoto decision plus 350. It's the only prop I would take in that one, but
Agreed.
am I betting it? No.
That plus 3.5 is my best bet, but the decision, yeah,
Yeah.
You're not taking Basharat by decision. You're chasing that number with
Yeah, Basharat minus
Matsumoto's
160.
live. He's live. A lot of these fights that are close, we're like, we don't want to touch. This is the one where you're like, listen, at least I'm betting a guy, and I know I'm getting a skill set with it. I'm getting a good skill set with it.
Truth. Mike Yo and Barrio. If you like Barrio, you can get sub at 18-1.
That's the way you go.
Barrio
Right.
sub 18-1. That's if you believe Mike Yo is terrible on the ground, which he is. He's probably improved since being at Fighting Nerds, but the KO for Mike Yo is minus 250. So not sure if there's a ton of value there, but 18-1 sub.
Yeah.
If you're betting Barrio, that's to me how you play it.
Agreed.
I don't think he's KOing Mike Yo, and I don't think he's going to get the decision.
You know, Oleg Zaitchek has a good chin, and he's tough enough to work through, even if it's a ground and pound situation. Yeah, it's probably going to be a situation where he's outpositioned by Barrio if he can get the takedown and get on top.
If you're a Kanaev fan, you can get decision at plus 450. Kanaev Almeida, or you can get Almeida. I mean, the props on Almeida are pretty. They're all great prices. Plus 380 KO, plus 180 submission, plus 500 decision. I mean, Kanaev is no slouch in the wrestling. I just think if Almeida gets him down, it's just all control time, and there's no. To me, there's no way he pulls a Volkov and doesn't ground and pound and doesn't try and go for a spin. Anything, Jailton, anything.
Well, if you think he's going to do anything, you have KO, TKO, submission, or DQ at plus 100. You get plus money on the. You're betting plus money on the fact that somebody told Almeida, "This is what you got to do if you want to get a title shot."
You know what? That's the only way to bet Almeida.
It is.
Don't take him on the money line. Just take him by finish. If you're betting Almeida, if you like Kanaev, then if you're betting Kanaev, I like the plus 450. So, and Horiguchi Albazi decision. Horiguchi's minus 130. Sub plus 450. He just subbed Tajir.
Yeah. I would lean more towards the decision.
Okay.
Knows the assignment, big fight. Does he really need a finish to catapult himself? I don't believe so. I think this is one of those fights that's pre-agreed ahead of time. Get a win.
Just win. Just get out.
Just
get a
win, baby.
please.
The old Al Davis, just win.
And the main event, Vinicius Oliveira, Mario Bautista, plus 250. Mario decision. Pretty damn good price if you're a believer in Mario. His last, was it 5 fights have gone the distance? 6 fights? He basically finishes bums And Oliveira is not a bum in my mind. So I find it interesting that Oliveira KO is the same price as Bautista decision. Oliveira plus 250 KO, Bautista plus 250 because Oliveira's only finish is against Sopai. He's gone the distance against these guys, but it is 5 rounds. So
He's a knockout guy. Well, even more so. The fact that it is 5 rounds, I think you should be the shorter odds on decision. I think it's pretty silly to think that Oliveira can't win a decision in this spot. If he's winning the last 10, 30 seconds of a round when it's been
big
boring
shots
ahead of time, he's going to win the rounds. And if he banks 3 and just has to survive Batista, this is again what I was saying. You watch these fights to round 2, round 3, and make an educated decision from there.
Yep. All right, 501. We're jumping over to the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all in the chat. Steve, Jared, 312, Darian, Safi, Damien, S. Warrior. We have an S. Warrior sighting. What's up, brother? Joe, what's up? Thanks, guys. Dat Rebel Dog. Appreciate all you guys. We're going to be here for the half hour before every UFC event. Then we're jumping over. So you want to hang out with us all night long, live bets, in-fight wagers, maybe some adult beverages. And not maybe. There will be some adult beverages like coffee. So, all right, guys. NyQuil, yeah, absolutely. So, all right, guys, let's have fun at the Winning the Shadows YouTube channel. Good luck on your bets. Please hit the like button. This is only the 3rd show that we've done here, but we want to build this thing up. So, put it in your calendar. Make sure you join us before each UFC fight night. Good luck, guys. We'll see everyone later. Bye.